Welcome back to the bench. I'm Jay. On the bench today, we got the Strong Shaver. Now, in this video, we're going to go over the price point. We're going to go over the attachments, some of the features that comes with this particular shaver. And at the end of the video, be sure to stay tuned because I'm going to teach you guys some tips, especially for the beginners, on how you can prevent ingrown hairs, oily, shiny scalp, razor burn, and things like that. We all want to look our best, so when you get done shaving, you don't want none of that stuff on your scalp. So I'm gonna give you guys some tips to prevent that. Okay, let's get to it. So starting off with this particular razor, it is $40 on Amazon. I will leave you a link in the description, so don't worry about that. Scroll down, click it, good to go. Now it is a USB-C charger, so very convenient, especially when you're traveling. If you got the cell phone charger, Android users, you already got a charger with you when you're traveling. Easy peasy. You don't have to carry multiple chargers. One of the things that I do like about the particular razor is that it's a 7-foil face razor on it, and that's very convenient for a quick shave. You have more surface area. You have a lot of razors that are sometimes 4 foils or 5. This one's 7, so it gives you a little bit more surface area to kind of get around your scalp and really get to going. Okay. Now with this particular razor, some of the features that it has on it that I really like, I'm going to show you guys, is one of them is a locking feature. So if you press it, turn it on, and you hold it for 3 seconds, what's going to happen is you're going to see a LED little lock symbol that's going to pop up on your screen and let you guys know that it's locked. So if you're traveling and it goes off in your bag, it's not going to go off. It's not going to go off in the airport or something like that. Very convenient. To unlock it, you just press it and hold it for 3 seconds, and it'll unlock it. Okay? Awesome. Now, with that being said, with this 7-foil razor, it does come with a guard for your razor. So when you're traveling, you know, protects the face of your shaver. Very convenient. Another thing about this LED screen on here is nice and bright. And another feature that it has on here is when you're shaving your scalp, if your razor becomes full of hair, okay, it will give you an indicator light on your razor to let you know you need to stop and rinse it out. Okay, so that's very convenient, so you can get the best shave possible. Okay, now some of the attachments that comes with this particular razor. One of them is a trimmer. Okay, and it just connects to the base. You can connect it this way, or you can connect it this way. So very convenient. Now with this trimmer, you also get 3 guards. Okay, so you get 3 little guards. Work pretty good. You have a nose and ear trimmer. Okay, we've all seen them, pretty standard. This right here is a facial or a scalp brush or facial brush for cleaning, or for, I guess, cleaning your scalp and your face. I've never used it personally. Don't really see a need for it, but maybe some of you guys, if you found a good need for it, hit me up in the descriptions. Let me know. Maybe I found a good need for it also. By the way, guys, if you're finding this video helpful, getting any information out of it, by all means, like, subscribe, thumbs up would be great. Greatly appreciated. I would love to have you on the channel. Now, this is a scalp massager. So this right here, sometimes in life you deal with things that you feel are gimmicky. This is not gimmicky. I've used this several times, and what I've noticed is when you're massaging your scalp for about 2 minutes before you start shaving, is what it's going to do is going to make your scalp more, it's going to prep your scalp for shaving. That's a good word for it. It's going to prep you for shaving. And I've noticed you get a closer shave with this, okay? So you get a nice, smooth, close shave when you massage your scalp a little bit and get it going, and that's really convenient, okay? Now, I don't use it every single time because it does add a few minutes to the process of shaving, which is already long enough. But like I said, if you want to get a nice, smooth, close shave, definitely use this ahead of time. It's definitely convenient. Now, with the cleaning process, so the way you clean it is, it's a magnetic head. You break it apart, and you're going to rinse it underwater. Okay. Now this shaver is waterproof. It's a IP7 waterproof rating on this particular shaver. Okay, and it is a wet dry shaver, just to let you guys know. So you can use it dry. I don't recommend using it dry unless you're just spot checking a few spots. But you can use it, like I said, in the shower with shaving cream, water, whatever. Preferably shaving cream. That's going to be your best route for the best shave possible. Okay. Now, to some of the tips about shaving. So, first tip I'm going to give you guys is When you get in the shower, the very first thing you need to do is get your scalp under some warm water. You need to start getting it under warm water. I like to get my scalp under the water at least 3 different times. Kind of get my head on the scalp, get my head under the water, under the warm water, and actually get my scalp kind of warm and malleable and get it ready for shaving. That's going to make a huge difference. Guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be a night and day difference in your shaving experience if you get your scalp warm instead of just showering and then just going straight at it without warming up your scalp. Huge difference in your shave quality, okay? You're going to prevent a lot of ingrown hairs if you do this, I promise, okay? Now, one of the other features, one of the other things I need to let you guys know is when you're prepping for shaving, short strokes are what you want when you're shaving, okay? So you're not mowing the lawn. So we're not going here and you're not doing one of these numbers, okay? Because if you do that, you're going to irritate your scalp. And when you irritate your scalp, you have a lot of redness, irritation. You're probably going to get some ingrown hairs, and we don't want that. So you want to go short strokes, okay? Short strokes, find a little area, work on that area until you get to your satisfaction, and then move on to the next, okay? Sometimes circular motions are okay. I can't tell you which way to go with the grain or without the grain because everybody's scalp is different and everybody's hair is different. Therefore, what works good for me may not work good for you. So you need to find your own pattern. But, once you find it, you're good to go. Now, when it comes to washing your head every day, so some people think, why do I need to wash my scalp every day if I don't have hair? Well, here's my take on the situation, fellas. You can wash your scalp. Now, some of us don't feel clean unless we wash our scalp or our hair, okay? We just don't feel clean. And if that's the case, what you can do is buy a shampoo that's not as harsh, that don't strip out all the oils off of your scalp, okay? Because we all know what happens when you start washing your scalp every single day, washing your hair every single day. Everybody knows what happens to the oil in your hair or on your scalp. Your scalp produces more oil. The more you strip it away, the faster and more oil your scalp is going to produce, okay? You don't want to be that guy walking around with a shiny head looking like you left on Diddy parties. I advise you not to wash your scalp every single day. What I like to do is take a warm rag and kind of rub my scalp kind of vigorously and kind of clean it and get it good to go. But that way I'm not stripping the oil out of my hair every single day. Therefore, I'm not making my scalp super shiny, okay? So none of us really wants that, okay? Another thing that you guys need to know is when you're shaving, like I said earlier, you do have the LED sense, or the LED will indicate when this shaver is full of hair and you need to dump it. Do not wait for this to turn on to let you know to dump it. I highly recommend that when you're shaving, halfway through the shave process, you stop and you empty this out, okay? So do half of your head, stop, empty it out. You're going to have a lot better experience when you're shaving because you're going to have the foils aren't going to be clogged up with hair. It's going to give you such a better experience, okay? You're going to prevent a lot of ingrown hairs and things like that when it comes to that, okay? Try to keep your scalp moisturized, light lotion. If you have an oily scalp, you don't need any moisturizer, fine. Don't put nothing on it if you don't need it, okay? Now, another tip is it is a wet, dry shaver. Don't shave your hair dry. Use shaving cream or shaving gel. I highly recommend gel, and here's the reason why. Shaving cream will sit on the surface of your scalp. If you can imagine, you go over a couple times. What happens to that cream? You kind of push it away. Shaving gel is going to leave a thin layer of gel and give you some lubrication on your scalp, so that you go across it multiple times. You have a little bit of lubrication. That lubrication is going to prevent ingrown hairs. It's going to prevent redness and irritation because you're not going to be aggravating your scalp so much. That goes back to putting your head underneath the shower a couple of times before you shave it under some warm water and really getting it, nice and malleable and ready for the shave, okay? Another reason why you guys want to wash your scalp too is because before you shave, you do want to wash your scalp with shampoo. And the reason why is because you're going to have a lot of oil and build up over, the few days you didn't wash your scalp. You have a lot of oil and build up. You're going to have germs and bacteria. You don't want to start trying to shave your scalp and you get a little nick or something like that. You got germs, bacteria, dirt, you get a little, bumps and things like that. You don't want that on your scalp. You want to be looking your best, okay? So before you shave, that's the day you make sure that you wash your scalp pretty good and, get all that germs and bacteria and dirt off of you so that way you can be looking your best. Okay. Um, Now, with that being said, guys, like I said, if you find this stuff helpful, by all means, thumbs up, like, subscribe. We'd love to have you. Uh, with shaving, when you're starting off, just let the new guys know, you're going to get nicks, you're going to get razor burn, you're probably going to get an ingrown hair, and here's the reason why. Think of it like if you work with your hands a lot, okay? When you first start off in your career, your hands are probably baby smooth. You picked up, a heavy hammer or something, probably hurt your hand a little bit, but over time you condition your hands to uh, deal with that environment. Same thing with your scalp, fellas, okay? If you're not used to shaving your scalp, your hair follicles are not used to you shaving very close to your scalp, being kind of aggressive with it, it's going to be very sensitive. You're going to get red spots. You're going to get razor burn, things like that, especially along the back of the neck. But over time, with developing a good shaving pattern, some techniques, doing the things that I recommend, and giving your scalp time to learn the new you, what you're going to be doing, train it, basically, get it tough. Over time, a lot of those problems will go away, but in the beginning, you will have them. Just letting you guys know. So there's nothing you can really do about it. Just give it time, practice, keep going with it. With that being said, another thing I want to let you guys know is when you're starting off shaving, the foils on any razor are going to be super sharp, okay? You're going to get little nicks, little cuts, nothing big. You won't even be able to see them. You're just going to feel it. You get like a little cut sometimes in your hand. You don't know it until you put your head underneath the warm water or something like that. Same principle, okay? So because they're brand new foils, brand new blades, it's going to be a little sharp. Use it several times. Like using any sharp knife or anything, it'll dull and get to a point where you can, you don't have those problems anymore. But just let you know, starting off, you will have that problem. Okay. So guys, with that being said, those are all the tips and everything that I have for you guys. By all means, if you have any comments, any questions, hit me up in the comments. I'll be glad to answer your questions. If you have this razor or any different razors, by all means, hit me up and let me know. One of the things about this razor, just letting you guys know, it is $40, like I said, on Amazon, but it's not the most expensive razor you can get. Okay, you can get razors that are literally hundreds of dollars. Okay, for me, I think this is a great razor for a beginner. Okay, somebody who's just starting off shaving. Maybe you don't know if you really even want to shave your head permanently. Maybe you don't want to invest in an expensive shaver right away. Maybe you just want to kind of try it out. But this is a great shaver. It will last you. It's a great purchase for the price. So definitely worth the money, definitely worth the time. I've had a great experience with it so far, and I love it. But so, by all means, guys, like I said, if you found this video helpful, hit me up.